Hi friends, this is Nishant, and this is that time of the year when I come with the good news. And the good news is that TIC 7.0 is here. So in this video, the reason that I'm doing this video right now is, it will serve many purposes together. One, that I want to invite you to have this ride of your life, time of your life, to enjoy, to understand this journey of TIC and to transform yourself. That is one. And second, I will tell you about, what is TIC, the facets of it, the intricacies of it, the details of it, everything in this one video, right? So this is that one exhaustive video that you need to watch before joining TIC. So as I said, welcome to TIC 7.0, right? So the admission window for TIC 7.0, the admission window has opened on 1st of May 2025. The admissions will go on for the entire month of May, and that's that. But now let's start with TIC 7.0, right? Why 7.0? I'll take you through a journey of our genesis, TFS, TIC, everything. But let me tell you something. More than that this video is about TIC, this video is about your eligibility to be in TIC. This video is intended to make you ask a question to yourself that are you fit enough to be in TIC? This is so strange, right? I mean, in this world of marketing, in this world of people trying to sell anything to anybody, in this world, I am using this a filter. I'm not saying everybody is welcome. No, everybody is not welcome. There are certain filters in the personality of a potential TICN. So I'll come to that. But before that, I'll take you through the journey of our how we came here, right? So TFS, as you all know, we started in 2017, a small Facebook group, which is not so small anymore. Then I felt the need, so TFS group dedicated to completely trading education and genuine trading education. I mean, those who have been with TFS for last 8 years now, they would have seen that in these 8 years, there hasn't been a single call or a single tip or a single advice, nothing, because we don't believe in that. Had we believed in that, we wouldn't be standing or sitting here. We would be somewhere there. So complete genuine trading education, this is what TFS stands for. Down the line, when I used to do posts in TFS, I started feeling that, we need to have a separate platform for serious learners where I can share my, day-to-day thoughts and everything. So we decided to start a course called CCCTA, which is Comprehensive Concept Course on Technical Analysis. Fortunately or unfortunately, that course got shelved and it never saw the light of the day. But, at that time I felt bad, but later on, it actually turned as blessing in disguise because that course was it was meant to be a static course, a video course, right? So there would be 30, 40, 50 videos and you would have seen those videos and all that. But since that course got shelved, we came up with an idea of a community, a dynamic community called TIC, the Inner Circle. So TIC stands for the Inner Circle. TIC 1.0 started in October 2019. Then it was not 1.0. When World War was fought, it was not called World War 1. It was only after World War 2 that war was called World War 1, right? So TIC 1.0 never started. It got the name 1.0 after 2.0 came, right? So TIC started in October 2019 and there was just no idea. All I said was that I'll share my day-to-day thoughts with you. Just that. No syllabus, no curriculum. What will I teach? Strategies, everything. Nothing. Zero. Right? And so many people joined. So we took 4 batches there, TIC 1.0, within 1.0, batch 1, batch 2, batch 3, and batch 4. And I started, there was no content, right? So I started talking day to day. But then within a couple of days, I realized that I am unable to talk day to day because we are not on the same plane. Because the language that I am talking, they are not understanding. The way I saw the markets, the way I perceived the markets. The moment I started explaining it, I would see that people are not getting it because we don't share the same framework. So I decided to make content for that batch. Now see, so strange. Here people sell things like that. This is the course, this is the curriculum. We'll teach you this strategy, that strategy. We started with, I don't know what to teach. Right? So people joined in just to be with me. I think that is why that batch is still the best performing batch ever because they joined in without any expectations. So this is a lesson for you also. If you join in without any expectation, and you will get more than you can ever expect. Right? So I started making content, I started making videos, I started making audios. Sometimes, there would be 10 days that I didn't post anything because I was making something. But then gradually, we developed a bank of content, a repository of content. Countless audios, countless videos, posts, concepts, everything. And we started from the scratch. Then somewhere in 2020, we took another 3 batches, batch 5, 6, and 7. And then, I made them join the same group. The difference is that when they joined, then that platform, it was not empty. Then there was a lot of content. When TIC 1.0 guys, when they joined in October 2019, there was no content. It was blank. They didn't know what will I teach. But when batch 5, 6, and 7 joined, they saw so much of content. But then I felt a challenge. Challenge was that they were not able to cope up. Why? Because so much of work had been done before they joined. So we decided to, we decided that next time we open, we will not join, make them join the same batch. We will open a separate group for them, blank slate, and we will post content time to time. Right? So, because by then we had a bank of content and we know that, okay, this content has to be posted in the first month, this content, all that. Then TIC 3.0 came in 2021 and we took 2 batches this time. So, batch 6 and batch 7. Blank slate. Then next year, then we decided that, we will not open admissions mid-year. Can you believe this? All this must tell you the seriousness of teaching. I mean, people, they are open for admissions all the time. If you want to join, come, pay and join. But this is not how it works here. For 1 whole year, you have to wait for the admission doors to be open. Then TIC 4.0 came after 1 year, then TIC 5.0 came after 1 year, then TIC 6.0 came after 1 year. Now it is TIC 7.0. It's been 6 years of TIC itself, right? And 8 years of TFS. Now coming on to, who should not join TIC? This is the first thing that I want to talk about. Rather than talking about, oh, please join TIC. No, I'm saying who should not join TIC. Those who are social media addicts, they should not join TIC. Reason being that TIC is hard work. TIC is like preparing for civil services. You heard me right. And if this is a deterrent, then so let it be. See, the thing is, I'll tell you something. Why did I say social media addicts? Social media, especially trading related social media, it has sold you a false dream. And the dream is that trading is easy. The dream is that you can become a trader in 1 week, in 1 month, in 1 seminar. They have sold you a dream. Now the thing is, when I am saying that, look, it will take years, you are thinking that, oh, TIC is difficult. But actually, no, TIC is the right way. Those who were making it look easy, they were telling a lie. Right? So why compare it with that? That, oh, but that is easy, this is hard. No, this is what it is. That was a lie. Right? So those who are enamored by profits that, I'll make this much money in 1 day or I'll make that much money in 1 day, we don't want that crowd. The crowd that we want is who really want to transform themselves, long-term perspective, that I want to understand trading right from the scratch. I want to understand everything there is. I want to be, free. I want to be able to trade anything, any instrument, any style. It will take time, obviously. TIC is for them. Secondly, TIC is not for those who are looking for a strategy. When I say strategy, it's so funny that people who know nothing about trading, they have learned some keywords. They talk about moving averages, they talk about ADX, they talk about RSI, they talk about MACD. Because they have heard it somewhere, because they have seen a video on YouTube, but it doesn't happen like that. It doesn't happen like that. So if you are looking for a strategy to make money, well, you'll be disappointed. During the course of TIC, if you'll stay for 1 year, let's say in TIC, you will become a strategy. There's a difference. There's a huge difference. When I say you will become a strategy, it means you will have the entire framework in your head. You will be able to see at a chart, and decide anything you want to do with it. You will be able to trade ranging from equities to commodities to forex to crypto to whatever moves is tradable if you understand the TIC framework. You want to be a day trader, you want to be a swing trader, you want to be a long-term trader, you want to be an investor, whatever it is. You want to be a scalper, you want to do futures, you want to do cash, you want to do options. We don't teach it differently. Please understand, this is all what market has told you. People run different courses for options, right? They run different courses for intraday, different courses for swing trading, different courses for forex. It's not like that. Everything is a market, right? Within the same market, you have different instruments like futures, like options, like cash. You have different styles like intraday, like swing trading, like long term, right? When you go to a cricket academy, do you say, I want to learn this shot? No. You learn every shot. And then over a period of time, you find your own style, the style that fits you, and because based on your personality. And then that becomes your signature. But you have to learn everything. So TIC is that place where you learn everything. Do not come with a strategy mindset. Please understand, I completely despise this whole idea. If I, let's say, if you want to learn music and you go to a music school, and if you go with the perspective of what songs will you teach? If it's a genuine music school, they will say, well, we don't teach any songs, but we will make you capable enough to be able to play any song. But those who are snake oil salesmen, they will say, we will teach you these 10 songs, They will attract you, they will fascinate you. So you have to free yourself from all this social media noise that social media has filled in your head, that you need this strategy. There is no strategy. You have to understand the framework within which the market operates, any market, right? So this is what I require from your side. One is a no strategy mindset. Don't expect that this will be taught, that will be taught, because what will you expect? You will expect this. I will give you this. Don't come with expectation. Come with surrender, right? I was telling you that batch 1 is still the best performing batch ever. Why? Because they came with surrender. Because they came when there was no syllabus. I hadn't even told them what will I teach. But here right now I'm telling you what will I teach. I will teach you everything you need to know to be able to navigate any market. And I'm not saying this. I mean, more than 5,000 students, TIC, I've taught more than 5,000 students in TIC. More than 50% of them are still staying in TIC. Why? There must be a reason, right? So, empty your cup. You have to be moldable for me to teach you. You all have heard that Zen story, right? That the teacher is pouring tea in a cup and the cup gets filled and the teacher still keeps pouring and the tea gets spilled out and the student is saying, why are you pouring? So the teacher said that, look, this is who you are. You have so many ideas already. What will I teach you? Unless you empty your cup, I cannot pour my tea in this. The same thing. TIC works on the same principle. You have to be wet clay. I cannot mold a hard clay. I cannot mold a hard stone. You have to be a clay. Only then I can make you into some sculpture. So now coming on to TIC, what is TIC? TIC, first we'll talk practically, in terms of logistics. So it is based on Telegram platform. Such an irony because, Telegram platform itself is so many people who sell calls, advices, this, that, they are on Telegram, right? But what to do? We share the same platform, but we are not like that. It's like we share the same word with many criminals and bad-minded people, but what to do? Same word. So, the mails, as I said, the TIC 7.0, it is starting. The admissions have started from 1st of May. Mail your inquiry to info@welcometotfs.com. I repeat, info@welcometotfs.com. Your mail will be replied to. The reply will be a good-sized mail. Make sure that you read it word by word. This is the first filter. If you cannot read a long mail, you will not be able to do TIC. Because in TIC, there would be hour-long audios, 2-hour-long videos. How will you see that? Right? In that mail, there would be a brochure. So first read the mail body, then there would be a brochure. Go through that. All the techno-commercial details are in the brochure. Once you read that brochure, and you make the payment, then comes the next step, which is KYC form. You fill in that KYC form, you submit that KYC form, and you will be given a link to the Telegram group. And you join the group. Once you will join, you will see that it's empty. There is no content. The reason being, I could have taken you in the oldest batch, where 5 years of content is there. But then you would be lost. You would be lost. If I give you 20 books, this size, this thick, you won't even start from page first. Right? So we would have to start from just ground zero. And the thing is, it's difficult for me, but it's easy for you. Easy for you because you will start from the scratch. Difficult for me because I have to run many groups concurrently. Right? So in one group, I'll be teaching ABC. In some other group, I'll be teaching literature. Right? So but I'll handle that. And that's the reason that we open TIC admissions only once a year. Because it's genuine effort. It takes great deal of effort and great deal of work. It's not that I'll teach you this one strategy and it's not that. So it takes at least 1 year for a batch to run on autopilot for a few months so that I can take on the next batch and get them to a level. Right? So TIC is made up of two aspects, two things. One is TIC channel, in which you will be admitted once you join in. Channel is one way, only I'll be able to post. Reason being, you have to maintain sequence to the content. Content will be made up of posts, charts, later on charts. For the first few weeks, there would be no charts because I have to teach the fundamentals to you. So posts, charts, audios, videos, market dynamics, everything. You name it, we have it. So TIC channel, right? One way, only I will post. After a few days of admission, let's say 20 days, we would open another group, which would be TIC workspace. Right? So one is TIC 7.0 channel, one way. One would be TIC workspace 7.0, which would be two-way, multi-way. That's because that's where the fraternity is created. That you will be able to talk among each other with me. You'll ask queries, I'll answer, right? So two things, TIC channel, TIC workspace. Content will be delivered in TIC channel. All the discussions will happen in TIC workspace. Right? You see, the thing is that in this era, TIC is actually too good to be true. That is why when people post their testimonials, when they give their feedback on Facebook, strangers who know nothing about TIC, they are like, oh, it must be paid. Well, come on, come and join and see. Reason is that, when people join in, they have no idea that any such thing exists. They come in from the mindset of what is going on in the market, which is learn this strategy for this much money, learn that strategy, become an options trader. They come in with this mindset and they ask, what will you teach? Will you teach this? Will you teach that? People join like that, and I'm okay. After 3 months, after 4 months, they send me emails saying sorry. People who ask, my suggestion would be, if you want to be transformed as a person and as a trader, I'll come to why as a person and as a trader. If you want to trade anything you like, in any style you want, in any instrument you want, if you want to become able to analyze anything that moves, then TIC is the right place for you. Okay? Having said that, do not get into petty thoughts like, what will they teach? Will they teach this? Will they, or when will, what will be the interval of teaching? What will be the timings of teaching? I am available 24/7. Even on vacations, I teach. I answer questions at 2 o'clock in the night. I sleep very less. Right? Let me tell you, I sleep 4-5 hours. So even at 2 o'clock in the night, I'm making content, I'm answering questions at odd hours. People who are in TIC, they'll tell you that my first message is, let's say, at 8 a.m. or 8:30 a.m. My last message is at 2 a.m. in the night. I am working harder than my students. This is TIC for you. So do not come with those petty thoughts, right? It's a 24/7 thing. Those who asked me, there are many students who joined in TIC asking, when will you teach? Will you teach on Sunday? Will you teach on Saturday? They sent sorry emails because now they are not able to cope up. If I want to tell you one bad thing about TIC or one con, as they say, pros and cons. One con, that con is that it will make you work hard. I don't know if it's a con. I asked ChatGPT, it said it's a con. Some guy, he asked ChatGPT, how is TIC by Nishant Arora? How's that course? And it said everything, it told everything, and then it said, but there are few cons. It's not easy. You have to work very hard. And I was like, is it a con? I mean, it means it's genuine, right? You have to work very hard. Who told you that learning to trade is easy? Right? So you have to understand that, come with that mindset. I'll suggest, before joining TIC, go through the series of podcasts that we have done on YouTube, because that will give you a feel of what we do, how we do it, what we stand for, values we have. Vibe is the most important thing, or culture is the most important thing in any organization. TIC is my home. TIC is my temple. That is why I do not let everybody in. Have you seen me doing sponsored ads on Facebook or Instagram or all that? Never. Can you believe that? Don't I know how to do it? But that would attract wrong audience. That would attract everybody. I don't want everybody. TIC as of now is a referral kind of program. 90% students are references from old students, which is again a testimony to the fact that they're getting something, right? People ask, oh, but why are TIC 1.0 guys who joined in 2019, why are they still continuing? Simple thought. They can make the yearly subscription of TIC in one trade, in one day. Why would they leave this family that they have nurtured for last so many years? TIC has become part of their life, their family, their schedule. They have friends there now. They trade together. So it's a small cost to pay. Now coming on to the cost, right? I would just say, obviously when you'll mail, you'll get a brochure, you'll get the price there. But I'll just say that we have not increased the price for last 3 years now. Even this year. People are surprised that you haven't increased the price. Yes, we haven't. And second, the cost is, do you smoke? If you smoke, the cost of one day of TIC is lesser than your one day of smoking expenses. The cost of one day of TIC is lesser than your stop loss in a one trade. The cost of 1 month of TIC is lesser than the fees of your kindergarten child. So, I mean, you have to make a choice, right? Coming on to the pricing thing, we have two models. One is half yearly, one is annual. If you ask me, I do not relate with half yearly. Because, learning to trade is an evolutionary journey, a journey of knowing yourself. We have talked about it in many podcasts. That trading is always you versus you. You have to change your personality if you want to be a trader. Your habits, your biases, your thoughts, your opinions, so many things have to be undone in order to become a trader. And TIC caters to all of that. So 6 months is nothing, More than 1,000 students in TIC are more than 2 years old or 3 years old. So they must be here for some reason. They have become profitable. That's one thing. But they will never, in fact, I get requests from many students for lifetime membership. But I can't give that because, in these days, post the booster dose, there is no guarantee of life, right? But 6 months is actually, I don't relate with that because it's nothing. But we have still kept that. Reason being that those who want to check us out, they must be given an opportunity. That they check us out. So majority of people, 97%, and I have calculated that, 97% of people who join in with half yearly, just to check us out, after half yearly tenure, they renew with 1 year. So half yearly and annually, right? The last part, I was talking about culture, right? I was talking about that TIC is not just about trading. And you must have seen many testimonials, and everybody says one common line: TIC is not just about trading. First, let me tell you, when it comes to trading, TIC is the best and most comprehensive technical analysis program out there. I'm not saying it because it's my baby. You come and you see. You come and you see. If you are a beginner trader, if you know nothing about trading, TIC is for you. We have people who have been trading for 15 years professionally. They are students. Because, it's never about the knowledge of components. As I always say that the compounds, the chemicals, they're all the same for everybody, right? Nobody invents that. But how you combine them to make a drug, that's the game, right? So people who have been using, let's say, moving averages for 5 years, 6 years, they join TIC, and when they reach moving averages, they are blown away that, this is how it is integrated. So technically, you have to be very, very sure that you are going to get admission in the best technical analysis university in the world, right? But that's just a small part of TIC. The major part of TIC still lies in the personal transformation. You can only do if you be. Our ability to do anything, it generates from who we are. You cannot, let's say you have certain habits, okay? Trading is one such profession. And I've said it many times that, you can be an average guy and be a very good manager. You can be an average guy. You can be a guy with many flaws, mental flaws, habits, biases, and you can be a very good doctor. You can be an angry judge, right? And a very good judge. But you cannot have flaws in your personality and be a very good trader, because trading, it reveals all your flaws. It shows those flaws to you like this. Even I am learning to this day. Every single day goes into self-realization that why do I do this? Because, let's say some trading mistake happens. It happens many times. Then you analyze it. And you are like, why am I doing this? I'm doing this because of this trait of my personality. Why I have this trait in my personality? Because I have this belief system. You're getting the point. We correct all that. Now you understand what is TIC. In contrast with people saying, learn 5 techniques to be a profitable trader, versus this pitch that I will make you a person who is able to trade anything that moves in any style he wants with any instrument he likes. And at the end of it, you will be a changed person. You will be a great person. You will see changes in your personality. In fact, people write me so many mails telling me that, sir, trading apart, I am trading very good. And, when they write a mail to me, the trading part is just one small paragraph. And rest of the mail is about their life. So they say, sir, trading is doing well, leave that. But the thing is, I've been promoted to executive vice president of this company I have been working in, all thanks to you. All thanks to TIC. This is my win. We are making winners here. We are making champions here. And what is a champion? A champion is like you and me with a different mindset. TIC cultivates that mindset. The mindset of winning, the mindset of a winner. A person does not become a winner after winning. A person is a winner already. A person who is a winner, only he wins. Think about this. So with this, I conclude this talk. TIC 7.0 admissions are on. Send your inquiries to info@welcometotfs.com. You will get a mail, go through it, right? And do the needful. See you on the inside. Thank you.